All right, right now I'm going to talk to you about, what was it I was just talking about that I said I was going to mention? Oh, intrusive thoughts. So an interesting thing about intrusive thoughts is that it's your biggest fear. So people all day long have these terrible thoughts that mine was like I was going to molest my children. I even had this before I had children. So you have these terrible thoughts that you think, a big common one is that you're going to go against God, or that you're going to stop loving God, or that you're gay. These big thoughts that are common fears people have, and I'm not saying that you should have these fears or they're right or wrong. I'm not judging any fears. I'm just saying these are thoughts that people have. The problem is, so you get a million thoughts a day, right? You get a million thoughts a day, and then the one thought is so disturbing to you that it sticks around. You notice it, like you draw it out. You're like, whoa, why did I think that? Meanwhile, if you were like, oh, I'm going to run over someone, or whatever thought, you're like, no, I'm not. And you disregard it, right? Because it's just because you know that that's not a thing you would do. But all of a sudden, this thought sticks around. This thought plays around. And it's like, okay, why is this thought sticking around? It's sticking around because it goes against such the antithesis of who you are. Like a kindergarten teacher would be afraid she's going to hurt children because she loves children so much that would be horrid to her. Do you know what I mean? Or a mom is afraid she's going to hurt her children because, again, it's like the antithesis of who you are. So having that thought is against who you are, so you're not going to do that thought, okay? So first, acknowledge that you have these thoughts. Now, in the book, I write up, I'll put it on the screen because I have to look it up again, but the 2-step process or the 3-step process, whatever it is, it's the best way I found to deal with intrusive thoughts. Now, I've read a lot, listened to a lot of people, gone to therapists, done this stuff, and this is the best method I found for dealing with intrusive thoughts. So one is being aware that intrusive thoughts are perfectly normal. I used to not tell people them because I used to think that it was like, that it was weird or that it was terrible. It made me a terrible person. But one of the things I learned is that telling someone or writing it down or telling someone releases that shame that's attached to it on a certain level, especially if they're a therapist or a counselor, because they can tell you, no, that's a common thing. Like, you're not alone. You're not a freak because you have these really weird thoughts about whatever it is that you're thinking about. And in the book, actually, that I write, I mention it a lot because that's where I'm getting these ideas from about what to talk about. I list a page of all the common intrusive thoughts people have. So maybe I'll put some of those on the screen. But again, you can take a look at the book. It's pretty cheap on Amazon. And you'll see all the list of common intrusive thoughts. And in there is the 3-step process I use. And I will put it on the screen for you so that you can see it as well. So you don't have to buy the book to read that. It's available right here, right now for you. Because off the top of my head, I can't remember. I do remember that you acknowledge them just because I haven't had them in so long. Yeah, so I will take a look at it and let you know.
Why didn't I hit the bell for notifications?
Oh, thank you.
And he was just touching the back to the end.
Oh. Ooh.
And now end it.
And now end it. All right.